putos! We're back!
Why is this the view?
Because you're supposed to face them.
Oh, okay. I was caught off guard. Hi. This is PutoTech, NMF TV's
Are you still sick?
tech podcast. No, I'm not sick.
In the head.
I don't have blank eye anymore.
Oh, black eye.
Black
yeah.
eye. Secret
Oh,
medical issue.
Didn't you say you needed to pee before we started the show?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pee because I want to get blank eye again.
All right. So, okay.
I don't know where this is going. What's the date? I saw you did the date last week. Is that a new thing?
It's the 24th.
Do we
Just so for people.
Okay.
For people that watch it late, they know.
Did you see? There was a girl.
There was a girl?
There was a girl for a second.
Oh, okay.
Pico's messing with me, man. Today is Thursday, July 24th, 2014. I'm your host, Enrique. Co-host, there was a girl again. It's getting creepy. And this is Miguel, and this is our new permanent co-host.
No.
Yeah, permanent.
You'll see her every week.
Yeah, guys, I didn't even ask her. I'm just.
She asked us.
Excuse me.
She came up to us,
No
right?
way.
She called us personally.
I was coerced.
No.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I did this like a boss.
Yeah, she has no choice.
In other words, she's forced.
Yeah, she's gonna be on the show. So, yay! There's
Sorry,
a girl
guys.
on the show.
Sorry.
Congrats, everybody.
Okay, so let's get on with the show.
Do you want to talk about the serious one first, or do you want to talk about this one first?
No, let's go with the flow. The right
Okay,
flow.
let's go with the flow. Not really news, kind of news. I just wanted to bring it up because it's kind of a good deal. Comic-Con is going on right now, the international one in San Diego, and Marvel is doing this cool new promo where they have this like sort of, what do you call it? It's like a Netflix for comics, right? And it's Marvel Comics. And normally that's $10.
Oh, wait. What's it called? It's called Marvel Comics Unlimited,
I think so, yes.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't the Amazon thing that we talked about last week?
The Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's similar.
Why are they using the same words?
I think that's fine, right? It's like,
All right.
yeah,
Touchy feet.
it's a little too common. But anyway, so they're doing that. Normally it's $10, but because of Comic-Con, when you sign up with the code SDCC14, it becomes $1. So instead of $10, it's $1, and you get access to, I think, 15,000 comics. And I saw this on Wired. And yeah, you should sign up, but if you do, just make sure that you disable auto-renewal, because if you don't,
This is for what? A year?
no, this is for a month, $1.
Oh, it's for a month. So
Yeah.
after a month, you get charged.
Unless you disable auto-renewal right after subscribing. So if
Okay.
ever you do this and you just want
dear.
1 month, you just want to make
Yeah.
use of that 1 month.
Basically, if you're a cheapo kind of guy like some of us are,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe and then use the...
subscribe, then turn off the auto renewal.
Yeah. So there, I just wanted to
Check
mention
your
that.
statements.
Yeah.
Next month.
In case you're a comic guy. In other more serious,
Well,
sad
yeah.
news.
I myself am a parent, and when I read about this news, I don't know. I speechless. A parent apparently lost 3 kids during the MH17 flight, and the parents weren't with the kids. Obviously, the kids were with the grandparents or the grandfather, right? And our prayers to them. Well, yeah.
That's really sad.
It's terrible. I mean, speculation is that it was shot down. By whom? We don't know.
Everybody's blaming
It's
each other
all,
right
yeah,
now.
it's all
right?
allegedly
Yeah.
Finger
this
pointing.
guy, and then it's finger pointing and whatever. So, we also recently just lost 2 other planes. One somewhere by Taiwan.
Yeah.
I don't even know about this.
This was this yesterday? I
It was
think?
like yesterday or the day before. It was
Might have been
basically
yesterday.
it was flown. Based on what I saw on a photo on social media, it was a weather map with like a dot of where the plane crashed. It kind of flew straight through a storm. So I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know who should be to blame for that.
Yeah.
But
They did mention that the 2 pilots, the co-pilot and the whatever, the lead pilot, the captain, that they had lots of experience, logged over 20,000 hours of flying time.
but you know what?
It's not due to them being
at the end of
inexperienced.
at the end of the day, though, dude, if if you're in the air, you're not on the ground, you're in the air, and there's a big storm brewing, I don't think it's such a good idea. The reason why so many flights get grounded
Yeah.
is because of the weather.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this went through, or I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know the whole story, but
Yeah.
Sad still.
yeah.
So, and we have this third one that we just found
Just
out
today,
about
right?
just a while ago, actually.
Just a while ago.
In Algeria.
Is it Algeria?
Did it happen in Algeria or was it an Algerian?
I have no idea. I just
Passenger.
heard about it. I haven't read about it.
I will
it's,
check
it's,
right now.
We get,
It's
the
basically
facts
breaking.
straight.
No, it's breaking news.
It's
so
breaking
we
news.
don't have the details.
It disappeared again, and
Like the Malaysian
With 116
Airlines one?
people on board.
116 people on board.
So it disappeared from radar.
Where the hell does it go?
And this is the
I don't know.
third in the same week. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Can you pronounce that?
Ouagadougou. Probably.
Ouagadougou.
Maybe, right? So,
This is
this is crazy.
this
Everybody's.
is Africa, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Africa.
There.
Yeah. Well, our prayers to all of these, the families and the friends, and to the passengers themselves. If they're still out there, hopefully.
Be found and you're safe.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy though that like 3 in a week. Like,
I know.
What are the chances of
It-
that? And
you
they're
know-
all
It scares me. It scares me to fly.
definitely.
It's not like I'm a frequent flyer or anything like that, but these planes are supposed to have all this communications technology. We have phones that are supposedly so powerful, so in terms of communication can do so many things, and our phones are just what, 35,000 pesos, 36,000
Yeah.
pesos. These planes, they're the communication device of these things
Like
are
billions, right?
I don't know, millions
Hundreds
maybe,
of millions, right?
but and if you just lose them that easily, I mean, I don't know how.
I think that means something needs to change with the way
I think so too.
they do their communications, right?
Exactly. So
yeah, that sucks a lot. But we should move on to more less depressing news.
yeah, I think
Right.
we should. Well, anyway,
Balloons.
yeah, let's go to balloons. From flight to flight.
From flight to flight, but a different kind of flight. There's a Kickstarter called Bunch of Balloons. Mika, if you want to mention, because I hear you're an expert on Bunch of Balloons.
What?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
told
just
me.
found out about.
No, you told me a while ago. You want to talk about this
No,
because
I
you
said-
know more than Miguel. You know that. You said that. You said that.
I didn't
Anyway,
say that.
how do we explain this? So it's a Kickstarter. Ask for 10,000. They're at 70,000 right now. They still have like a month to go. So obviously it's really successful.
So they have 1,915 backers now,
Yep.
right now, right
I
this
like
very
it
minute.
more than the potato salad.
So hold on.
Yes.
What is it for those that aren't
Mika,
watching?
can you go back to that page? Oh, there. Show this video. Basically, you buy it
That.
and it comes in there and it has like one what do you call it, hole, and you attach one hose to it and it'll fill up like a bunch of balloons in one go.
Oh wait,
Awesome.
why does the water stay inside?
What do you mean?
Why did the water stay inside?
Inside the
after
what?
falling off the
guess
hose?
Oh,
It's,
because the thing has water.
No, but does it seal right away?
Yeah.
It's
I think
tied.
because of the, I don't know, some sort of.
Yeah.
So the moment it gets
Elastic.
out of the
See, look.
the
Just give the balloons a gentle shake. This will automatically tie the
tie
water,
the water
balloons.
balloons.
And then you have your water balloon
I think
water.
it's awesome.
Oh.
For all
Wait,
those
so
times.
so what happens if you then instead of putting it on a water hose, like put it on an air compressor? Will it fill up with air?
Possibly. Maybe.
Right? It
Maybe.
makes sense, right?
Possible.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
We can
okay.
back
But I
this.
think like water balloons.
How much is it to back? I mean, so you get one set
For
of
100 balloons, that's one pack. That's $15.
$15. Not bad. I mean,
bad.
if you're gonna have a pool party, this would be a perfect
Yeah.
I think we
fun
should-
thing to do.
I think we should include this on the list of stuff that we want, the stuff that we learn here in PutoTech. So we already have vape shots, and then now we have a bunch of
Oh,
balloons.
so
I
the
swear.
ultimate party. Wait, the
Yeah.
problem
Vape
is
shots and balloons.
who is
Yeah.
going to clean up the studio?
Sure, of course.
The Jibo guy.
It
Jibo
doesn't-
guy.
Robot
It doesn't.
thing.
Jibo
You didn't-
doesn't.
apparently
Come
you
Oh,
didn't watch it.
yeah. Hey, I put
No,
that
maybe-
link in there. What are you talking about?
Maybe he'll have a way of like calling his friends.
But back to that Jibo thing. I don't think he moves, right?
No, he doesn't.
He's like a lamp. You
No,
like
no,
flop
so
him
you
and
think-
stuff.
But I do know
They'll
what
put
her
him
idea
legs or
is.
something.
Like the eye thing robot. That thing that goes around.
The Roomba.
The Roomba. There you go. You can put the Jibo on the Roomba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I knew you were talking about Roomba because I plan to buy a Roomba.
So
Oh really?
Many
so
Roombas
that's it.
when
You
I
have a Roomba.
when I buy a house.
Oh, speaking of the Roomba,
Yeah.
did you know that what's this? What's this vacuum cleaner that's very well known in the States?
The
It's a
Roomba.
brand.
No idea.
It's those handheld ones. Pico, do you know that?
Dirt Devil or
No. The
No,
I
no
think
idea.
it's the name of a guy. Anyway, they're coming out with their own version of the Roomba.
And it's just gonna be an automated.
They're known for technology and vacuum cleaning that's really good in sucking.
Sucking.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so let's get to the news. The proper news, the proper tech news.
Yeah.
That was weird.
The usual PutoTech news.
Yeah, the usual news. Well, let's start with Microsoft.
Okay, they had a lot of stuff that happened, right?
Yeah, this within the last week, Microsoft just cut 18,000 jobs.
Probably their biggest news, because
That sucks, man.
yeah.
18,000 jobs.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. You know,
Restructuring basically.
in this studio, how many employees do we have? Can you imagine 18,000 jobs versus how many people we are? Right? Can you imagine 18,000 people, no more jobs?
I know. It's really sad.
But this tends to happen when you get a new CEO, you're under new management.
Well,
and they
usually
restructure.
new CEOs would restructure. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you don't really lay off. I mean, you probably put up a new department, put them there.
You do lay off actually. You streamline
Well,
them.
18,000 though?
Yeah, but because
It's just
18,000.
18,000 to me is just so crazy. I mean, 1,000 to me is crazy.
I know, but that's because according to this number, they have more than 127,000
Well, there you
employees,
go.
which results into the 18,000 only being 14%. So
Relatively small.
yeah, it's because the
Wait.
scale of
Hold
Microsoft.
on. You know, when you say it that way, 14% sounds small,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's not
You know,
small.
in a
I'm not saying it's
business point
small.
of view-
But when you say 1/6,
Yeah,
1/6,
yeah. No, I'm not saying
that's
that.
not small.
I'm not saying it's not small.
That's like taking out one person
I
from
mean,
this
it's
studio.
small. True,
It. We're like paralyzed.
but in terms of like because of Microsoft's size, it's not.
Yeah. But it's not unheard of. It's
Yeah.
not uncommon.
Definitely,
It
it's
happens.
not. But you know what?
But it's huge. I'm not saying
me-
it's small.
Yeah.
To me, that's 18,000 humans without a job.
I know. And even if they
That's how I see it.
even if they end up, I don't know, getting some sort of separation pay or whatnot, it's not enough. I don't know.
They'll have to
Well,
find
that
another.
depends, though. That's right. If the separation pay was like
It's-
a lot, then
or yeah, that could
I
be,
guess it would depend
right?
on your.
rock on, man.
Yeah,
That's it. Woohoo!
but usually the ones that are huge.
Money for balloons and vape shots.
Exactly.
Right?
That's it.
What do you call that fee? There's a word for it.
Which one?
Severance.
Severance fee.
Yeah,
Severance payment.
those
Severance.
tend to be huge for like the higher ups, right? Like you hear like this executive.
Oh, wait. So,
gone.
are these like janitors and then?
No.
Like rank and
That's a
file.
lot of janitors. 18,000.
Hey, I don't know how big their offices are.
Apparently,
If they have that many people, then they probably have so many offices.
You might need many janitors. Apparently, a big chunk of it is coming from the Nokia division.
Oh my golly. You know what?
Why?
If it's the Nokia division, it's probably the Android division of Nokia.
Because they're gonna. They also announced that they're gonna stop.
They're gonna stop. Wait, is that later in the news? I'm sorry. Did
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
But they did announce that they're.
Oh
gonna
yeah, it is.
It is.
It
number
That's the
5.
next one.
That's fine. Let's lump
I
them in
know the
together.
news more than you guys.
All the Microsoft stuff. Let's just dump them in together.
Yeah. So, that then makes sense. If you remove the whole department of Android for Nokia, that would probably be a huge number.
Mm-hmm.
because that would be all their Android developers
Yep.
That's
for
actually
Microsoft
like
and Nokia.
what a medium or
And
to large size company.
Yeah.
would
Here, there's a quote here, and he said, Satya Nadella, their CEO, says, "We plan to shift select Nokia X product designs to become Lumia products running Windows." So that's exactly what's happening.
So I would think they're now moving towards all Microsoft stuff. Like it's gonna be all Windows Phone. It's gonna be all Windows apps.
And adding to that, I'm not sure if it happened the same time, but they also mentioned that this has been mentioned before in rumors, right? But now we actually hear it straight from Nadella, and he's saying that the future of Microsoft is one unified OS. Remember, we were hearing rumors of
Yes,
the next
yes.
Windows, you were gonna make one app. But actually, I think they talked about this in Build.
Oh, wait, but I don't get this story so much because just Windows alone has so many versions,
Right.
right? And you have the home, you have the business, you have the enterprise, you have the what's that? What's the
Professional?
extreme one?
Ultimate.
Ultimate. They have
Yeah.
the ultimate. They have the professional. They have all of these things. But aside from that, they have the phone one,
Yeah.
and then they have the one for the Xbox,
Yep.
and then they have for the Surface Pro 3.
Yeah.
So how's this all gonna work? So are they saying there's gonna be just one single OS for all of those?
I don't think it means literally, but slowly they're gonna go towards that. I think one plan is Windows RT, which is how it runs on Surface,
Yeah.
and it doesn't run desktop apps, just the modern style apps. They're gonna merge RT and Windows Phone. So then potentially the next Surface.
Hold on. I'm seeing something here.
You're seeing something here?
Do you remember?
I totally got lost.
Do you remember Android? Google announced that they were doing the same thing
With what?
with their apps. You build for one, it runs for many.
I think that was more of a design language though. But yeah, you're right.
But you know what? Apple is also doing the same thing.
But Google and Apple is more of integration in a way. This one is like,
No, but I remember you build for one,
right,
and then it will work for the others.
with Android.
Yeah, and with OS 10, I believe. I mean, with
It's
Apple's
definitely not
apps.
happening with Apple.
Yeah, because it's totally
Because
different.
iOS, they're just going to make them more cohesive and they'll be able to work together.
Yeah.
That's it. With Android, I think that was more of the design language will carry across better
So
between
they'll,
desktop.
It'll understand each other easier.
And it's less jarring moving from a phone.
How does this differ then?
This is, like he says, a common architecture. So it's closer to making one
So
app.
you write an app,
Yeah,
it'll work for all.
yeah. With probably the least amount, at least compared to Google and Apple, of changes required.
Okay, I know where this is coming from. You have to understand Miko. Okay, when I say Miko, I'm saying to all of you guys who don't really,
Follow
Yeah,
this
being
heavily.
follow tech
As
so
heavily.
much,
Yeah,
as
okay,
heavily
go.
as Enrique and I do. Windows, Microsoft is currently at a disadvantage because they were late in the game when it comes to mobile devices, right? Not that they didn't have a mobile device early on. They did. In fact, they did, or even before Apple did.
Yep.
But it just was never picked up by the people.
In terms of moving to like a smartphone, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So and then Apple happened,
Yeah.
and then that was a big success, and then Google jumped
Yeah.
right away.
And what Microsoft did is they discredited the iPhone.
Yes,
right?
Microsoft said, nah,
Yeah.
Like, that's
not
not
gonna
gonna
happen.
work.
that's not
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
happen. You're not gonna beat Nokia. You're not gonna beat
Right,
all
right.
these brands
Because
that
they
have
were
been
the
there.
giants.
Yeah, they were Sony
Yeah.
Ericsson
Okay,
back
I get
then.
it.
And so that's what happened. And then now what's happening to Microsoft is they're playing catch up, and they're having a really, really hard time because, look at how big Google is now. I mean, Android
Yeah.
and iOS.
Yeah.
They have so many apps. I mean, there are so many third-party app developers that develop for them. Windows Phone,
This should make it much easier to get
So,
developers.
Exactly. So what this basically does is if you program for Windows, meaning the desktop
Right.
Windows OS, you're basically also programming for the mobile version because they're going to make
Okay,
it
yeah.
one. And so that will make the Windows Phone
More
ecosystem
attractive.
a lot more attractive because there will be a lot more apps.
Is that similar to how Apple is now, or is
No,
that-
no, no.
No.
With Apple, because they were early in the game because they were the first really to have an app store with proper payment gateways and easy to find, well, relatively easier than it was before. But
Yeah.
I hate the app store. Anyway, no, I'm serious. It's really difficult to find stuff there now because of the sheer size. But anyway, I got lost. So yeah.
It's different from Apple.
It's very different from Apple's because with Apple, if you program for OS 10,
Right.
it just runs on OS 10. It runs on your laptop. It runs on your
Well,
desktop.
that's why you need to keep on
Ye-
updating. Is that
yes. No,
why? Am I getting it?
no. That's totally different. Now, if you want an iPhone app, you have to develop for the iPhone.
Let's
Right.
say Twitter, right? They make a Twitter app for the phone. That it won't run on your Mac.
Oh, it's separate.
You have
Yeah.
to build it because it's a completely different
you're-
architecture. With
So you're
Microsoft,
saying Microsoft will be like
You make for
an
one.
advantage.
yeah, because it'll be
They're
much
one up-
easier.
They're one up on Apple this time.
We don't know that
Maybe.
yet. It depends on how they're able to.
If they do this right, though, definitely.
They will be.
Because Apple
If it's
has
successful
no way
enough,
of
then that's it.
Because look at it this
answering
way.
this.
Look at it this way. For example, Microsoft Office.
Yeah.
So if they develop Microsoft Office, all of a sudden there is for the phone, there is for their tablets, there is for all Windows
Devices.
Yeah.
And so unlike for example Twitter, like your example a while ago, Twitter would have to develop for the iPhone, for the iPad. Notice I didn't say
Exactly.
iOS.
But those
Yeah,
two
yeah.
aren't,
they're not universal.
they're not universal, but they're not very far from each other.
Yes, but then you'd have to redesign the UI.
Yeah, but that's definitely on a different scale of making a Mac.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying. So you have to make one for the iPhone. You have to
Yeah.
make one for the iPad, and
Right.
then you're gonna have to make another
Yeah.
one.
And that's why you see,
For-
you have the Twitter app for your iPhone, right? You see it getting updates all the time. It's like, oh, all the
Yeah.
new stuff.
Exactly.
And you have your Twitter app on your Mac. Did you
Yeah.
notice it doesn't get as many updates?
It
Like,
barely does.
there's,
It's separate.
it's
Yeah, you
separate.
get it now.
And this doesn't have much of a priority because you have GIFs here now, right?
Yes.
That's not anywhere. That hasn't happened yet here. So that's one of the
So they'll have
disadvantages.
an easier time.
They would.
Yeah. Right.
If
So-
they get it right.
Yeah.
If they get
Again,
it right.
they
You know, an idea is different from
from like
Execution.
materializing it. Yeah.
But if they execute, this is huge. This is a game
good.
changer
Yeah,
for Microsoft.
I-
That'd be
I-
really
I'm-
cool.
I'm kind of liking what's his name? CEO.
Satya Nadella.
Satya. Yeah. You know, honestly, I thought he was a she.
What?
Because of
Oh,
the
because
name.
of the name.
Yeah, and until I saw the picture, and then
Definitely not a she.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Um,
So Microsoft again closing Xbox Entertainment Studios.
that has something to do with the job cuts, right? 'Cause
Yeah, but you know what?
doesn't-
Did they even have anything?
They did.
Like what?
There's a TV show which came out around the same time as the World Cup. I can't remember the name off the top of my
Wow,
head.
great timing, really.
Exactly.
No, but not during the World Cup. Before the World Cup, and it was about soccer. So it was actually great timing.
How was the?
And
How did people react
I'm not
to them?
sure actually, but then they're
Did
also
you see any?
no.
Wait, you're on Xbox One, right?
I have an Xbox One, but I didn't watch
You're
it.
supposed to see it, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, but you didn't
But honestly,
even see it.
I
Isn't
would-
that like measure enough of like its success maybe?
I guess.
You being in this industry,
Yeah.
wanting to know about what's new,
Uh huh.
and also being a movie watcher.
It's a TV
Or maybe
show.
Or
he's
a
not a football
Are you a TV show?
And I'm not a football fan.
Yeah, but
if it was
wouldn't
a
you at least
basketball
want-
show,
Wouldn't you at least
I
want
prob-
to see?
I wasn't interested in the first place.
Okay.
So to be fair to that thing that they made, which I can't remember the name of, I wasn't interested. Football, not really my thing. If it was a
Hurt their
basketball
feelings.
show, I probably would have checked it out. They're also working on the Halo series, that has.
What's gonna happen to that?
That's the thing. The ones that are
I think
already.
I think that's the one that's gonna.
No, the things that are already in the works are the ones that are going to keep going, which is Halo TV,
Oh,
the
so they're
Halo
gonna
produced
continue.
feature with, I think it's Spielberg. Nigel, is it Spielberg? With Steven Spielberg producing, and there's this other show that they're doing. So those are going to carry on. So while they're shutting down the entertainment studios, some of their projects are going to finish.
Not all.
Not
Or all of the projects that are in the pipeline are
in
gonna
the
finish.
pipeline are going to finish, but they don't have any future products.
Does this mean anything about Microsoft's direction?
Yeah, because this was basically, you know how Netflix has House of Cards?
Yeah, content.
They have their own
Because,
content, like HBO has Game of Thrones,
Netflix
right?
and HBO are supposedly delivery systems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're delivery
Yeah.
channels. They're how people get,
But now
They're-
they're producing.
and then they started producing their
To
own
increase the
content.
value of their own service,
Yeah,
right?
because apparently they were being, the big studios were kind of saying, no, I'm not giving you this because I'm still making money off of it.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you when I'm done with it.
And it was also like, why subscribe to this service when you can subscribe to this one? Oh, this
Yeah.
one has this show, this
Exactly.
and they're the only ones who have it because they actually produced it.
Exactly.
So Xbox was trying to do a similar thing with the Xbox, with these original shows.
Why do you think they ditched it? Are they stopping with content creation?
Possibly, I think that's what's happening.
So
But-
they're now going service the way Google is.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a bigger focus on games because they also changed the head of the games division.
Oh,
for
okay.
Xbox.
So
So they're kind of shifting away from that
in terms of content creation, they're still doing it, but they're focusing more on entertainment. I mean,
on video games,
on video games
on
rather
the
than
Xbox,
shows.
rather than shows. Because
Okay.
you know how E3, actually no, when they announced the Xbox One, people made fun of them for talking about TV the whole time and not actually games, and it's a game console. Where's the video
They
game?
got hurt.
Yeah, we hurt their
No.
feelings.
The Xbox One launch was full of
It was very shaky.
errors
Yeah.
by Microsoft.
And
Let's
now
just put it that way.
I have to give it to them though. They're really turning things around and they're doing it pretty fast.
Well, that's what a CEO does. A good
Right?
CEO.
But I don't think that's only Satya. That's also the head of. I think it's Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, and he's putting a more games focus. So I'm not too surprised that their entertainment
We'll
studios is.
see.
Yeah, so we'll see. And
Okay, so next, let's talk about Samsung.
Oh, here we
I
go.
didn't hear about this, but you were telling me about it. A metal phone?
Samsung may.
Is
This is a. I think it's a rumor.
It's a rumor. Okay,
I think Samsung Galaxy Alpha.
it's from PCMag.com.
Yeah, PC Mag of all places, right? They are coming up with a metal case.
I never thought this would be big news.
Oh, it
I
is
mean,
huge.
I don't know, maybe I thought they would have something
A
like
metal
that
phone.
already. Yeah, apparently
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
plastic.
Right. And you know what?
They make it look like metal.
I think
Yeah, which is. I
But it's
guess,
not.
Yeah.
you know if
I'm not touchy-feely
if any
about
of the 5 people that watch us
I think
are
it was 6. I heard it was 6
oh
now.
6 already.
6 or
5,
7.
6 people.
Okay,
6
so
or
if any
7.
of the
Hi,
6
guys.
people are Samsung fans and they watched our older episodes,
Oh man.
yeah, they'd be pissed off because every time the word Samsung related to phone was mentioned, we'd always go plastic. You know, because it really is plastic.
Why do you see it that way?
Because it is plastic. It's you know, you can press the case down. You know, it's
Okay,
soft.
Okay.
You know how you looked like when Apple mentioned the 5C, right? What do you say?
It's plastic.
So there you go. So it's exactly
What
the same.
happened? What did you do to
No,
her?
the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want people to think we're just bashing Samsung for the sake of bashing Samsung.
Yeah.
It's just real.
I
You
think
know,
it's your
some people
preference.
want
It's your
some
preference.
people want solidly built stuff. If they can afford it, they'll
Yeah.
buy it. Now,
It looks
if-
solid to me though.
I know,
mean,
but
that's why I never thought this was such a big deal.
because it was painted like metal.
No, here's the thing. It's not just about how it looks. When you hold it, they
It's
tend to
light.
be not that.
It's light and it's soft.
It's
and
not light.
cheap.
And it's not that. That's not the issue. The issue is it's grimy. It feels gross.
Why? Because it's not smooth. I think there's like some.
You should try. Okay, one time we should have a Samsung. Nigel, don't you have a Samsung phone over there? Do you have a Samsung phone
After
over there?
saying it's plastic.
Can we borrow your Samsung phone really quick? What is this? The Galaxy S2?
We won't judge.
The first one.
They won't judge.
Okay, can we borrow?
Borrow.
Any further.
Like, feel that. Just do that to your, just do that to the back,
What, it's like
and
sticky?
then do it to something that was.
Because it's matte
I know,
and
but
smooth.
wouldn't you rather? What feels better to your hand?
No, I like the iPhone.
There
I
you
like
go.
the whole matte
You see,
metal.
we are
Okay,
not.
I know.
We're not trying to pull this out of you, you know, to piss off the Samsung fans.
No, I'm just-
They're
definitely
totally
not.
doing it. They're totally doing
But that's why to me this is a big thing, because a metal Samsung Galaxy.
Could be really cool.
Exactly. Finally.
it. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
we're all happy about
But that's
it.
not
Yes.
that's not the end of it. I mean, they can't just make it metal and I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
There's also
God, there
TouchWiz.
are all the UI stuff that.
Right.
But that's
this
for
is-
another day.
I know,
like,
I know.
Baby steps, yeah.
Baby
Let's do it.
steps. Right.
But this is so much. This is a lot of good news for me
Right.
from the Samsung side of things.
And this is apparently really soon. According to their report, it's next month.
Yeah.
On August 13th.
That would be perfect
Just in time, like
for
a month
Apple's launch
before.
Before- before the iPhone 6.
But this is interesting because this is not gonna be the S6, right?
Yeah,
This is
it's,
not
it's
a
called
new.
the Galaxy Alpha.
So is this gonna be an S5 with a different body? Is that what they're doing?
You know what? There's a part there that says it reportedly has better specs than the S5 and the iPhone 6.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So I guess this is just to put them in a better position going into the holiday.
maybe this will be the new flagship.
Right.
Meaning the S series will still
Like moving
go on.
forward.
No, the
And-
S5, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's their current flagship.
But before you mentioned that about the name changing, this is just the code name. It might still
It
be
might-
called the S
it
something.
may be the S6.
Or it could be a new line, right?
Yeah,
Like you were saying.
but the way I would do this is, you know, for the brand not to, you know,
Yeah.
make this a higher end line.
More expensive
More
because
expensive.
because the S5 is already flagship price.
Yeah.
Along with the iPhone and the HTC One.
Yeah, because they're proud of their.
If you go higher than that,
Then it's more expensive than the iPhone.
which is ridiculous. They should not go higher than the the
Well,
usual
all they
price
have to
of
do
flagship
really,
phones, right?
all they have to do is make it metal,
Yeah.
improve the damn UI,
Yeah.
and then make the battery last for 24 hours.
They already have
And then people would pay for that.
That's true.
I think though they should do that, but not put up the price because you're already making yourself competitive by doing all those changes to the design,
Okay,
and then you hamstring yourself with a higher
My
price.
So
question
you
now.
become extra competitive because you keep
You
your price
kept your
that
price.
way.
My
And
question
you
now
improved.
is, are they ballsy enough to produce millions upon millions of this? To lower the price of the
Yeah.
manufacturing
Oh, okay, I
of
get
the
it.
case, of the new case. Because if they're not ballsy enough, if they decide to make, let's try 500,000 units
Okay.
Is it
just to
almost like a
see.
waste?
I'm gonna answer your question.
Yeah.
They're ballsy enough. You know why?
Why?
Samsung just how much stuff they put out.
Yeah.
Like smartwatch. Is there a
Oh, yeah,
market?
yeah.
I don't know. Put it out
Put
there.
it out, yeah.
Curved thingy TV.
Put it out, yeah.
Metal.
That's right.
It's gonna come out.
That's right.
They
Well,
would do this.
That's a good thing then.
I hope that it's not just the metal thing. I hope that they also change TouchWiz.
Yeah, but it's a good start. Let's
It's a
start
good
from
start.
there.
I know. But I'm just saying that can't be the only thing they do. It would be nice if they.
Promising, but promising.
It's promising.
though,
It's
yeah,
promising.
okay.
It's exciting, and it's soon. So
wait.
we should see that.
What's this? What did they say? Did they hold it?
No, they're just mentioning in comparison to
the
other
S5.
devices. Yeah.
They're talking about the S5 here.
Yep.
No, yeah, because I just read this part that says the handset just doesn't feel expensive compared to the other, like HTC One.
The S5 compared to the other flagships,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
right,
so
right.
yeah, that's exactly what we were
Okay,
saying.
and this thing, I don't know what this is. Swash? What is this? I think I think you put this here. What is this next thing?
Because I think this is so cool. Okay,
Revolutionizing.
Pico, show me the video of Swash. It's the laundry one. Do you have it?
Oh, really?
Hello?
There.
Hi, Pico. I think
No
the
one
brownies
gave me
got
the
to him.
video.
Okay, so he doesn't have it. Anyway, guys, go to swash.com. Not now. Oh, wait, there you go.
You got it, Pico.
So check this
I
out.
love that.
This thing does not, to me, it does not replace your washing machine.
It
Okay.
doesn't.
All right, it can clean and what do you call that? Remove the
creases.
the creases
So why? Okay, but
for one piece at a time.
but it will still do it. It'll still wash it. You know.
No, not stains. It can't remove stains.
Okay.
It can't.
But if it's something, but if you're careful with your clothes,
You could potentially
No,
just use
okay.
this.
To me, what this is for, basically, you know how sometimes like we go out, wear a suit,
like super on the go. For
and then
yeah.
and then we just use the suit for like 3 hours, 4 hours. We go home, suits still looks good, but
It's
there's
not enough to wash.
Yeah,
yet.
but
Yeah.
but then you don't want to put it back in your closet
Right.
because
You've only worn it for like an hour or
yeah,
two.
you
So
know.
you go out again and party
So you,
again.
and
Yes.
for example, what if it's your favorite and you have a party or whatever meeting like next week?
So with this device, you just put it in there, put the pod, leave it there for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
10
that's
minutes
pretty cool.
and then you're ready.
And it's for
You can
people
wear it again.
who live alone.
And the beauty is, you know how, like
I'm
for example,
so interested.
For example,
yeah,
this
exactly.
this thing you're wearing right now.
This
af-
material.
After a while, due to constant laundry, that thing's gonna have, what do you call them? In Tagalog, in Filipino terms, it's himulmul. I don't know what you call
I've
that.
never heard of that word.
It's like when the
Yeah.
the
What
cloth.
do you call it?
Why? Because when you wash, it's like too rough or something.
or the tumble dry, whatever.
Yeah.
Those things.
This would prevent that because it's less.
No, it doesn't at all.
Okay.
It doesn't get squished or twirled or whatever.
And it irons it too. So
Yeah.
so basically, when it comes out, you can wear it and you leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But it's only for one thing at a time.
At a time.
Does this work for pants?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yes,
does.
it
Okay.
does.
Cool. How much is this?
Exactly right.
Right? I think this is such a cool thing. And
Is there a price here? What is this?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm buying water balloons, vape
Balloons,
shots,
vape shots,
and the
then,
Swash.
yeah.
Oh, it's there. It's
Because-
$500.
You see-
That's actually not
so
so
bad.
bad. How much is that in pesos? 500.
That's about 22,000 pesos.
I can totally
No,
see
I
where
don't-
this is going. So
What?
you party.
I mean,
you party
yeah,
hard,
22.
right?
Party
With all
hard.
the vape shots.
Vape shots,
and the
throwing water balloons at
and
the
all that
same
stuff.
time.
But you have a meeting the next day or something really important.
So I
You
put it
have
in my
that.
Swash,
That's it.
Yeah.
and I'm just rolling through life.
So
I
it's
just don't need
500.
anything anymore.
So it's 500 bucks
I'm just winning.
for the device, and then you're gonna have to buy the pods at how much? 10 bucks?
Oh, there are pods.
Oh, okay.
10 bucks, right?
Okay.
So every time you use it, you're gonna need a pod, like to
Oh.
freshen it up.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like the smell
So-
and all that.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
I have this
no,
futuristic
okay.
life in my
No,
in,
I
in
know.
my
Okay.
head.
You win in
I was
life
thinking,
with these things.
and Nespresso, the
Yeah,
exactly,
exactly.
like
have
the
that.
crunchy stuff. Yeah.
It's the same.
And then with my Xbox
Oh,
One and everything.
Don't
That's
you
good,
ever
good stuff.
put the wrong pod.
Coffee, coffee shirt.
You're thinking
What happened to my white shirt?
really
You
white
drink-
and you-
It's
and
not
you
brown.
wear brown.
You could mix up a vape
Like-
shot with coffee and the
Jeez.
soap.
Sepia.
And imagine, inhaling a vape shot. Why do it
What?
tastes like
is that
detergent?
way? Oh no.
Oh man.
Okay, so like I said a while ago, it does not replace your washing machine because it just does it once in a
Well,
while.
for me,
And you know what? For
don't use
for
that
for
every day.
10 bucks, 10 bucks per pod, it's not cheap, right?
Exactly.
it's not.
But
yeah.
what does this replace? This replaces your trip.
Made.
No, it's your trip to the
Yeah.
the dry cleaners.
Oh right.
How much is right? How much is
And
it
your
for
time.
one
So
suit?
'cause
And your
it's really
time, 'cause it's
convenient.
like 10
And
minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
Exactly.
And it's right there.
It sounds like we're selling it like it is a.
No, because
But
it's such a
I
cool
don't
thing.
it's
know.
not.
want
It's
it,
just a
though.
cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wish these people from Swish knew that we even existed, right?
Swash.
Or Swash.
We'll mention them every day. If you give us one, just give. Just,
Before they give us one, we gotta say it right.
okay, yeah, Swash.
Swash.
What is Swish.com? What is Swish? I bet it's a
Nike.
I bet it's a basketball. Okay, let's just
No,
try.
Nike
Swish.com.
is like
Where is this going?
Swish.
Porn site? No. Swish. It's. I see a rocket. Food. It's a.
What's
Kickstarter.
What is that?
Oh, this came out a while ago.
What is
I
this?
think what it.
Hey.
It's different Kickstarter stuff.
Oh, so it's like a Pinterest of Kickstarter stuff.
Yeah, and look, featured, hot, popular.
Okay, so we have our website of the day. We discovered something just now. So here we go. Pico's
by
computer
accident.
loading the stuff. So this is Swish.com showing you different Kickstarter.
Hi, Swish.
Hi Swish. So
And Swash.
And
Both
Swash.
of you.
Yeah.
Hello.
It looks cool.
Actually, you know the one
It's
that
like a Pinterest version of
Right.
Kickstarter.
the one at the top left, Sense. I actually read about this a while ago. It's actually really cool. If you want, we can click it. Can you click on Sense, the one at the top left? We might as well talk about it, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw this a while ago.
Coolest cooler, sorry.
What's
I
coolest
just
cooler?
had
What?
to cut
Cool-
you. Have you seen that video?
Which one?
Coolest cooler.
Coolest
it
cooler?
does
No.
everything.
Okay, let's talk about Coolest Cooler first, and then we can talk about my Sense. What is this? What is Coolest Cooler?
You can make your, like for example, you go camping, you go out,
Yeah.
you go picnic or something. You can do, I don't know if you can do barbecue there.
What is it? It's like a cooler
It's a
that can do
cooler.
more things than
A
a regular
lot.
cooler,
A
like cook
portable
stuff.
party disguised as a cooler, bringing blended
Blended
drinks,
drinks.
music.
So we buy
It's,
up.
it's like a dock,
Oh, so
You
it's
can play
it has
music.
speakers, and then
and
it
you
has
can
a
charge your
Oh,
phones
cool.
it
there.
has a blender. It has and then of course it's a cooler. Wow.
So you buy this, some bunch of balloons, vape shots,
Vape shots.
and then afterwards
At
you,
NMF,
you
this
swatch.
is how we party.
Anyway,
Okay, let's go to
Totally
Sense.
hijacked
it's
you,
it's
sorry.
fine. That was cool though. Coolest Cooler.
Coolest cooler.
That's a cool name too. Sense. I actually saw it on
So what does this do?
The Verge, I think. It's a sleep tracker, but it's not the normal sleep tracker. You know how sleep trackers are either a wristband or a phone app, right?
Yeah, there's that one that you put on your bed like a strip.
Right. This is similar to that. So you see that big sphere, right?
Uh-huh.
You put that in the middle of, let's say, on your bedside table.
Okay.
And it will send stuff, audio, light, all
Okay.
that stuff. And then that little thing next to it, that little thing that says hello,
Uh-huh.
I think you put that inside your pillow, and that works as the tracker. So you don't have to wear anything, and you don't have to use your phone to do it. And both of them tie to one app on iOS and Android.
Okay.
So what it'll
So
do-
they're both sensors sensing different things,
Right,
and they send information to the app.
right. So you can check the app in the morning or at night, and you don't have to wear anything, and you don't have to, use your phone as the sensor. So it's like, and what it'll do is,
Oh, sleep score.
yeah. And what it does is it glows, right? It'll glow green if the setting of your room is conducive to sleeping and all sorts of stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay. So like if you leave a light that's too bright on, it'll probably be red or something.
Yeah, or there's like, it's really noisy and it'll give you data on that. So it's like a smart, like sleep tracking device.
Cool.
It's
How
different.
much?
It's different. It says pre-order for 99 bucks.
so about 4,200 pesos
Pretty good. And it's on Kickstarter
for
right
sleep.
now.
You know, some people might find this too expensive because, why would I buy a device for
For
sleep?
sleeping.
You know what? Some people really have a
Problem sleeping.
Problem
I have
sleeping
a
and
problem
then-
sleeping.
and it's a serious thing, really.
Well, I think that's why, when you go to Spotify or all that stuff, they have music for sleep.
Sleep playlist,
also.
right.
And you guys that don't know this, if you guys wake up and you're so tired in the morning, that's probably why.
Because
A
you
lot
didn't sleep
of
properly.
people have this problem, but they just don't know it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
I
saw a
believe
number
that.
about,
It's apnea, right?
yeah.
Sleep apnea.
There was a statistic. I think 75% of the people in the States that have sleep apnea don't know
Yeah.
that they have it. And that only that small number knows that they actually have that problem. So anyway, cool Kickstarter stuff. This one, Apple News. We haven't talked about Apple in a while, right?
This is
This is happening.
this is huge.
This
This
is
is
happening
happening in a few
hours, right? Basically, Apple is for the first time ever opening up public access to the beta of their OS. And this is from The Verge, but I think everybody else is reporting it also. It begins July 24th. It's 24th for us right now, but since it's the
24th
States,
in the States.
we should see this after midnight, maybe.
So wait, which one in the States? Which part of the States?
I'm-
New York? Do we follow New York or do we follow
I'm guessing
The West
West Coast.
because so
Because
we follow
Apple's there.
Cupertino time.
Cupertino time, yeah. So
Cooper what?
Cupertino, that's basically the city where Apple's headquarters are.
yeah,
Is.
where Silicon
Okay.
Valley is, that area.
Yeah.
Ish. So anyway, it's Yosemite.
Hold on. So for people who are watching this just to watch Miko and who don't know anything about tech,
It's amazing.
Apple has
It's
been
amazing.
a closed system. Every time they develop something, they keep it so secret. In fact, that when something leaks, people get fired. It's that bad, right?
Yeah.
That's how Apple is. They're so secretive. But this was Steve Jobs' era.
You're right.
And now with Tim Cook, it seems like it's changing. It's going more towards, being
Like
more open.
You think it's a good thing though?
I think it is.
Yes.
I think it is because Apple is done. Apple no longer needs that secret thing because they're already out there. They're already big.
And with all those Chinese manufacturers, it's
Yeah,
very
I mean,
hard.
It's almost impossible to keep secret because if one part of the phone is being done in this factory and another part's being done in that factory, these guys,
and if it
just
goes
takes,
online, it
just
spreads.
takes one guy to pick one thing up or a
Right.
reject part and
Totally movies type of thing.
exactly. So anyway, this is big news for Apple because for the first time, people like us who aren't developers will have early access to.
Well, what people used to do is they would buy developer access.
Yeah, which is for $99 bucks. You pay
$99.
$99 and you can get developer
Right.
access. And then
Is that $99 a year or is that
I
permanent?
have no idea.
Okay.
I don't pay that. So anyway, with that in mind, are you going to
Here, one of the things that every site is telling you is don't install it
on your production machine?
or just your primary computer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why?
Production machine. Because it's a beta, it's not finished, so it
Okay,
might bugs might not work with some apps. You might lose data.
Okay.
There are lots of risks.
So like, how long do you wait?
Till
But
the release.
But here's the thing. This is why I'm gonna install it because first of all, this isn't that.
First of all,
early.
you're the type of guy who will do a 1-hour show before you pee, even if you need to pee, even if the week before you had blank eye.
Yeah, cranberry extract. That's the cure.
Yeah, so that's the type of person you are.
How do you know that? Everybody knows that.
It's pretty common.
Is it?
What you have?
What
Black
I have?
eye,
Black.
blank
Okay.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna install it.
Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna install it because
Because he likes bugs.
I love bugs. This isn't the first iteration of the. This is such a weird show.
The beta,
This isn't the first iteration. So they had earlier ones.
the developer
ones
have
and-
experienced it.
And they've been iterating on that. And I feel like that's why public access wasn't there from the beginning. It's because if they did it from the
To get
beginning,
rid of the nastiest bugs.
the nastiest one. So this one is a much more stable one than the one that came out last month, the one that went to developers last month.
But still, people, you know what? If you're not sure what you're doing, then you're not supposed to install this
do it.
because
Everybody do it. No, I'm just kidding.
please don't, because this is really gonna mess you up, especially if you work with software that's not normal. And when I say normal, like if you just use Safari and email, and you are probably fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
let
those are
Nvidia do
definitely
it.
tested.
Yeah.
Those are definitely tested by a lot of people. But for example, you use a certain device that needs a special driver and this
Something
and that.
for work potentially, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do it.
Don't. I wouldn't. Even.
But if you have an extra computer or if you can back up everything, then you could probably give
Okay,
it a try.
I am going to install this.
What?
After all that,
I know.
he joins me.
Hold on. People, if
So
you
you
want
can
to
tell
install
the-
it,
yeah,
if
you
you
can
want to
tell
install it and you want to see it without losing access to your main machine,
Partition.
and you only have one machine, all you have to
Partition.
do really is to buy an external drive.
And install the OS on
Install
the
on
external drive.
yes.
Is that going to be slower running
Depends. Like I'll be installing it on a USB 3. Although it's going to be a 5,400 RPM drive, it's going to be a bit slower. But you know what? I'm
It's
not
safe.
going to be using it constantly.
it? Yeah.
Right? I'm going to install everything I need, and if everything works the way it's expected to be,
Maybe
then I
you
can
just switch
move
to-
that
Okay.
to the SSD,
I
which is
did-
going to be really fast.
Was it? You could also partition your actual drive, right?
If you have enough space.
If you have enough space, then you could do that. I did hear from some comments though that there was this guy, he has a 2008 iMac and he says it's never run better. And I'm also hearing from other people that Safari is ridiculously fast,
This-
even faster than
this
current Safari.
iteration, this update, this upgrade of OS is the because it still follows, right? The every other year thing.
Every other
OS. Every other version. I mean, so it's
the cleanup.
UI
Yeah.
and then it's engine. It's under the hood, and
Like
then it's
leopard
UI,
and snow leopard.
and then it's under the hood. Is this the under the hood one?
This one is okay. What was the last one? Mavericks.
No.
Yeah, this is not the underhood one. This is
This is the UI.
yeah, because last one was Mavericks, which was all about power
Under the hood.
efficiency.
Yeah, that was under the hood.
Yeah,
So this
battery.
one is so okay. Apple, the way they do it, Miko, is they
Finally.
first. So for example, this year's operating system upgrade will be under. This one is user interface. So they're making things. They're gonna make things look beautiful.
Yeah.
New icons, new
Okay.
everything.
And make it look similar to the
to iOS. And then the one of next year or the next version at
Yeah.
least, whether it be next year or the year after,
probably next year.
will be the
what's inside.
under the hood.
Yeah.
You know, like they
Making
make
it
things
faster,
faster,
technical
yeah.
faster.
Things that you don't see,
Yeah.
basically.
But makes everything easier.
Yeah.
And, okay.
So, all right,
That's cool.
that's cool. I'm excited about
We'll
later.
report back next week.
Next week we'll talk about it, but we can only talk about things that have already been announced by Apple, right?
No, everybody's. It's all gonna go.
But I read it.
I know, but everybody's. It's all just gonna. There are four.
What if one
threads.
of the 6 people watching is an Apple employee? We're dead, man.
Hi. I love your stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, so we only have so much time. Are we going to go through all of these?
Well, we don't have to. I mean, there's the Xiaomi
Oh, so okay. So the
4
Xiaomi
announcement.
there that came out.
What
It's
does Xiaomi mean?
I have no idea. Like I told you a while ago, I knew you were going to ask that. I don't know what it means, but we were talking about the Mi 3 before. This is basically faster. It looks better, right? It has like this metal thing around it right now, so it looks better. And it also comes. Funny thing, their video is so design heavy. It's very Apple.
It's very Apple.
Yeah, the way they talked about it during the event. See
It's
the
very Apple.
chamfered edges.
Yeah.
Pico, can you show the tweet? There was this journalist, I believe. He was in the event, and apparently,
One more thing.
look, see, he said, I can't pronounce his name, but good job,
Steve Jobs
Sasha.
is alive.
The iconic one more thing. Here's the thing: the dude is also wearing jeans and a black thing. So even the color scheme of Steve Jobs is there.
Is
And-
he Chinese?
He's Chinese, right?
Okay.
Funny thing is, what's his name? Hugo Barra, the Google executive that moved over to Xiaomi. He talked to The Verge, I believe, and he even told them straight up, "We're not copying Apple." He had because apparently they've been hearing that.
They're not copying. They're just imitating.
Isn't that the same thing? But anyway,
Yeah.
so anyway, besides the Mi 4, they announced a smart band.
Yeah.
What's different about this one is it's ridiculously cheap. Those tend to be
Hopefully no allergies.
hopefully no allergies, right? But I think it's $13.
It's silicone, right?
There we go.
What do you
Good
mean
job.
allergies?
Is that
Pico.
silicone?
It's the Mi band. I'm not sure what it's made of.
If that's silicone, then yeah, no allergies.
No
What
allergies.
is that? What do you mean?
No, because there was a problem with who was that? Whose bands were those?
I can't remember.
The one that started in Kickstarter.
it Pebble.
Pebble.
Was it Pebble?
The straps, yeah.
Pebble.
The Pebble
Okay.
straps.
Oh.
They some people had
Rash?
allergy. Yeah.
Rashes,
Okay.
right. Let's go through these really fast. Nvidia announced a new tablet.
Shield.
If you're familiar with the Mi Pad, the Mi Pad's also from Xiaomi. Their headlining spec is that they both have the Tegra K1, which is the Nvidia mobile graphics card.
Okay.
So basically their 3D performance is very, very, very good. Faster than an iPad Air in terms of graphics performance. So,
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, dude, if this thing is designed by Nvidia,
right.
come on, right?
And this is also a year ahead of the A7,
Yeah.
right? So the A8, I don't know how that's going to match up. But anyway, it's interesting. They're selling the tablet. It looks like a iPad mini, right?
And it comes with a controller.
It can play games. It doesn't come with a controller. You can buy a bundle with the controller,
Okay.
but they're pushing it
Does it
with
work?
the controller.
Does it work with any Bluetooth controller? Is that
Considering that it's Android, maybe.
okay?
Probably, because it's Android, right? The headlining thing in terms of software is it's gonna run all those Android games, probably the fastest than any
Dude,
other
it
Android
looks cool,
device.
man.
And then another thing it does is it also streams your Steam games. So if you have a compatible PC that can stream. You can stream in your home. You can stream your Steam games to
Hold on,
your
hold on.
device.
So what processor does this run on?
The Tegra K1.
The Tegra K1. So so this does not run on any of those. What's that? What's the underlying technology of the
x86?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not Intel.
That's why it's not Intel. It's Nvidia. It's Nvidia's mobile architecture.
It's also not what's the A series chips? What are they?
I can't remember right now, but I know what you're talking about. It's not.
You know, Snapdragon.
Right.
And all of those.
ARM, you mean?
ARM.
This
This is not ARM.
I believe it'll run similar apps because
So it's the ARM architecture with their stuff.
What's
I
ARM?
think so.
It's you know
I can't
how
remember from
you
the
know
top
how
of
your
my head.
computer runs on an Intel processor. So basically, that computer runs on an Intel processor, right? That's the x86 architecture.
You got this.
Yeah, that one, that tablet earlier will be running on an ARM-based processor.
Right.
Is that supposed to be faster?
It's basically
for
what
mobile.
most mobile devices use nowadays because
So that's a good thing.
because that thing will kill the battery of a mobile phone because it's too powerful.
Oh, okay.
It uses up too much power.
Okay.
But ARM processors are designed to be more power friendly. Anyway, we have to move.
Okay, the next thing, back to one more thing about the tablet though. I just think that it's such a weird place because it runs Android games, streams stuff from your Steam. It's like, I saw a comment and it perfectly described it just in one sentence. It's too little for a hardcore gamer and it's probably too much for a casual gamer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in this weird limbo there.
It's not positioned well.
Right. And anyway, the last thing, Amazon Fire Phone reviews have been coming out. The Verge did one, Engadget did one, and Gizmodo did one. I'm sure other sites did, but those are the ones I read. The consensus I see though,
Not so good.
it's not so good and more of like, actually, you know what? It's an okay phone. That's what I hear. It's an okay phone, but it's more of
There you go. It just says the Fire Phone is as good as it needs to be and nothing more.
And why buy that
Exactly.
when you can buy the other flagship phones like an HTC?
Well, you know
or
what?
an iPhone?
I'm super happy that I won't have to think of that decision because Amazon does not exist locally,
Right.
right? So, well, for you guys in the States, let us know what you guys think, especially if you've held it and how it feels, etc., etc. Well,
Yeah,
To us, it's not
I would just
really-
hold off on buying an Amazon Fire Phone, despite even if you really love Amazon, probably wait for the next one, right?
They always say that though. I mean, you guys, it's
Which
always
one?
like wait for the next one.
yeah,
Because of
we
the
never.
plugs, because of the
We will never recommend to anybody to jump for the first version of anything, but we might buy it. We might
Because
buy
we
it
enjoy
because we want to find out and we want to be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
report it to everyone, and you know,
And I like being part of that, you
And
know.
we can be
being
the
I
experienced.
donkey.
think, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Donkey?
think you're like,
Yeah.
why donkey?
Is that what you call a donkey?
The monkey.
Is it monkey?
I don't know.
whatever.
Guinea
The
pig.
Enrique.
Isn't it guinea pig?
Yeah, guinea pig. But
Let's
I
just call
don't-
it donkeys from now on.
Yeah.
I want to be the donkey. Do we still have time? One last thing.
Quickly.
Okay, you guys talked about Overcast last week,
Yep,
so
we
this
did.
brought up Overcast is the app developed by Marco Arment.
Mm-hmm.
He's the co-founder of Tumblr, and he created Instapaper by himself.
Yeah, and we
So-
talked about it last week. We
Yeah.
said that there's a smart speed, it cuts silences,
Mm-hmm.
and then it also fixes voice boost.
Did you recommend
has
it
voice
at
boost
the end of last
equalizer.
week? Were you like, buy? Did
Yeah,
you
we
say?
said, yeah, especially if you're into some podcasts that don't have good sound,
This would fix it,
this would fix it.
like Becky Nights.
Hey, we didn't say Becky Nights.
Oh crap! Okay, anyway, we can cut that out.
Yeah,
I thought we were
unfortunately
I thought you guys said
unfortunately
it.
for NMFTV fans, they won't be able to use that functionality.
Okay.
No need,
Yeah,
no
no
need.
We don't
for
need
that,
it because the quality's so
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
Because Pico's turning the knobs.
Yeah, and we don't need new mics.
We don't need new mics. Right. Right.
Okay, so how much is it?
It's free, but if you want to have more functionality like the sleep timer, playlist, all that, you have to give $5.
$5.
Which I
Not
think
so
that's I
bad.
think that's
I
fair.
mean, come on, if you're gonna use it
On
a lot, if you're gonna use it a lot, if you're a podcast fan and
Yeah.
you listen to many different podcasts from many different networks,
Yeah.
so this would be well worth it. right? I mean, come on, what's $5?
I think one of the cool things he did was if you're not happy with the app, he actually puts links to other clients.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. And that made me want to mention some other ones. There's Downcast that works on iOS and OS
Downcast.
10. It's $3 on iOS, $10 on OS 10, so it's kind of steep. Instacast is pretty similar, $2.99 on iOS, $20 on OS 10, so that's a lot. Castro is new. It's not as full-featured as the others, but it has very nice gesture-based. Has a very nice design.
I'm not too fond of the name.
Castro. Yeah, I mean, same here.
I'm gonna forget.
And if you
what it
have
does.
Android or both, Pocket Cast is a good choice because that's $4.99 and there's an Android version and an iOS version. Me personally, I wanted to mention is, despite being, I'm a huge podcast fan. I listen to way too many actually. I am perfectly happy with the Apple One, and that's,
So am I.
And that's because first of all, it's free, and when the syncing works right, it feels futuristic because you have it on your phone. You get home and you pull up iTunes and you
It's
click
there.
play and it plays from the right spot,
Yeah.
right?
So it continues.
It continues,
yeah.
but sometimes that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work all the
It's-
time.
It's gotten better, right? So I think the Apple One is a very, very competitive choice. So coming from somebody who listens to a lot of podcasts, I would say the Apple One's actually good when it works.
Okay, so we don't have any questions or tips for this week. How do you find Miko?
I think she should be a permanent co-host. What do you think?
I think so too.
Oh, here, I have an idea. Tweet us if you want Miko to be a co-host of
Okay,
PutoTech.
yeah, tweet us at PutoTechPH.
Yeah. You
And
can
then-
tag any of us if you want.
Yeah, tag any of
Let
us.
us know what
let
you
us
think
know.
of Miko as a co-host for us.
Like
if you
a silent co-host.
if you want her to join, right? And yeah, she'll probably join anyway.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, next week, guys, I am going to
Oh, big
surprise
stuff.
you guys with
Big
big
stuff.
stuff. I'm going to do a review of something big. We're basically buying something, and I'm gonna put it through its paces. I'm gonna show you whether it's something you would want to buy or not. So yeah.
Stay tuned for that. If you want to send questions, send them to putotech.com/contact. It's also in the description. If you want to subscribe on iTunes, just search for PutoTech. Or on YouTube, you can subscribe. Go to youtube.com/nmftv,
Which is going to change soon.
which is going to change next week,
Next week, it's going to be
right?
on YouTube. It's going to be NMFTV Tech.
NMFTV Tech. But for now,
For now, it's still NMFTV.
youtube.com/nmftv or nmftv.com. That's always going to be there,
Yep.
right? nmftv.com.
It's just going to be there.
Okay.
So, goodbye, putos!
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.